have to let go of. And lifestyles that are destroying the call is such. And you know, sometimes we think, oh, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm not even talking about that. It could be just that you're just too busy. You're just too busy. It could be that your work has become your idol. It's become your be-all and your end-all. You don't even have time for your family. You don't have time for anything else. All you do is work and think that you're progressing. So that's a lifestyle that's destroying the call. You need for 2 hours in one day or in 1 week, shut everything off and be still with your thoughts. The other thing, at least here, is self. Maybe self. We are a very selfish people. Don't even try to be. We are very selfish people. We don't share what we have. We don't even share knowledge. We say when somebody comes into the marketplace where I'm working, you must suffer the way I suffer. Very selfish. We'll not give. We don't want to make things better for people. We want them to go the same path that we went. Yet Jesus Christ went before us so that we wouldn't have to go through those things. There was no self. I love the way Dave said he didn't have 10 sons so that he tithed a son. He had 1 son. And that son died to self so that he could come and set us free. What are you dying to? What are you dying to? Because you have to die to something. You know, I think I was sharing with Dave the other day, this journey of mine of PLF, of coming to do PLF, like Althea said, I want to write a book and the first sentence is, all I wanted to do was to share. That's all I wanted to do, is to share. I wanted to share the things I was learning, the truths I was learning. I was like, how is it possible? How am I going to tell other people about this thing that I know? The old must go. Do you see the word must? It must go. In order for the new to come. You can't receive the new if you're letting go. And the old has not gone. Because one thing I've learned, and I still teach my leaders, is that God cannot do an error. So he can't, if He blesses you, in error, there's going to be a problem. Because He'll have to keep repeating that pattern. And sometimes I think, this is me, those 24 elders are a board around the table. Those are guys of Ikwazos. Those are guys who the petitions come, they say, maybe, 24 elders. There must be a reason that they're there. Why are they mentioned? Everything is mentioned in the Bible for a reason. Why are they 24 elders? What is their work? Maybe sit around the board table and deliberate on who's getting blessed with what. And those are the guys who come with the policy, the policies. You know those annoying people when the officer the policy says, yeah. Those are the guys who says this policy, there's no, you can't bless that. How? They give a checklist to God of what you haven't done. Maybe it's about generation. Somebody told me the other day, I hope I can say this, but I will, that Coke sold 25 bottles in their first year. I was actually very encouraged after that. I woke up, I sat up, I said, what? A whole year, they only sold 25 bottles? I don't even know what the statistics are now, the numbers. In 1 year, a whole year, they sold 25 bottles of Coke. Shouldn't that encourage you? So sometimes we don't want to execute vision because back to letting go, we don't want to fail. We don't want people to say, oh, she tried and she failed. Why are you so concerned about what other people care? I say, why can't you be concerned about, this is an idea I have, let me execute this idea. So sometimes your failure is so small, but you want to magnify how big it is. This man went to the American voters and failed. But he kept trying until he made it. I kept wondering, did he have a word? Dave told us about a word. A word that releases us into seasons and phases. Is it a word he had? Is it a dream he had? What made the man so sure that he was going to be president? And vision is a mental picture. So take those pictures and make them tangible. If you can't do it on your own, find people who can help you execute that vision. This one is my favorite. Anybody who knows me, I'm always talking about this. That God is raising what? A distinct what?
Generation.
Of who?
Marketplace leaders.
Who will do what? So everything that's standing between you and getting unstuck is a decision. God's greatest resource in Africa is who? You don't say it with conviction.
Me.
God's greatest resource in Africa is who?
Me.
Is you. You've got to think of our decisions. Because you're a resource. Marriage, you're a resource. In your career, you're a resource. In terms of purpose, you are a resource to God. And in terms of a marketplace assignment, you are a what? A resource. So I also want you, in terms of letting go and transforming mindsets and cultures, to start thinking that you are a resource for this continent. That you are sent here with a purpose and an assignment. You're not just here to merely exist. You're here with an assignment and a purpose.
We want to be let go. It's to let go from what? It is from situations that are preventing us from advancing. It is all of us in life. In fact, we have more situations preventing us from moving forward than the ones that are enabling us to move forward. Because the world is full of challenges. Sometimes we are not confident about where to go. And more often, you must get stuck. But now, what is important is how do you get out? How do you let go from the situation that you are in? And one of the most important one is attitude. Your own attitude. It doesn't matter how many people talk to you about moving on if you are not convinced yourself. Even all of us, and this is a very well-attended conference, brought somebody here, prayed for them, talked about the future, but they are not convinced, they will not move an inch. So the first change is in your mind. The first change in your mind. In fact, what happens in our mind is far much greater than what happens on the ground. Because all the planning, the convictions, the beliefs, the determination is conceived in the mind. And then you start to implement what is in your mind. And I must tell you, one of the things that really encourage me is because we have a big God. I'm a born again Christian, praising God in the morning, praising God at noontime, and praising God in the evening. And that keeps us going because God is a God of possibilities. And God doesn't want us to be stuck. And therefore, attitude. From negative attitude, we are stuck in negative attitudes, even about our own selves. You know, you can be negative about yourself. The first thing you need to do, and all of us permanently, is to be positive about ourselves. The people we hate, the people about whom we are bitter, have no idea that you have a problem. So you are the one who is stuck. They are not stuck. So if you want to move, better move over to the other side. From fear, you move to courage. From hate, you move to love. From bitterness, you move to forgiveness. And this brings you freedom. And you practice it and confront. You know, I've been practicing. Some of the people, all of us have people who annoy us over life. But I have made it my habit to reconcile with the people. I come to you, I tell you this didn't work. Can we discuss it? Can we finish this matter? Confront the problem. If there is a person who has made you unhappy, don't run away and carry the burden. Find a way to sit with them and reconcile. You can't do much about your past. It has happened. So don't dwell on it because it is there. But your focus and your mind should be into the future. Because the future is in God's hand for you, and it is also in your hands. You know, a ship in a harbor is very comfortable. It is safe, but that is not what ships are for. Can you see that ship? It has to be on the move into the waters of the unknown. You must be prepared to leave the shoreline, and you plan for it. A ship doesn't leave the harbor without a plan. You plan for it, a vision, a journey, and say, tomorrow I want to do better, I want to do greater things, and you challenge yourself. and you come up with a life plan